What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. I'm Sean Davis. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe here to the channel for more great content and coverage of the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers lose tonight to the Oklahoma City Thunder in a game that was super crazy and kind of took a turn late specifically in the fourth quarter. A blitzing hot game that was honestly starting to turn into one of the better games of the year. It was 43-43 at the end of the first quarter. The Lakers scored 72 first half points. The Oklahoma City Thunder scored 80 first half points. The Lakers wound up taking a 1-point lead going into the fourth quarter. And then the fourth quarter, it just got bizarre really quickly. Hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Subscribe here to the channel. I did talk about this in the last video. This is why an OKC Lakers series would be really interesting, in my opinion, because the Lakers are just going to force the Thunder's secondary players to be able to either create for themselves off the catch or be able to just have outlier shooting performances over a 7-game series. And Lu Dort hit 5 for 8 from 3. People are going to get mad at this, and I hate to start off like this. I don't think the Lakers can consistently guard Shea over a 7-game series. Okay, cool. He had 11 free throws, but you take off the 9 points he got from free throws, and it's still 33 points. So I do question if the Lakers can guard Shea for a 7-game series. But these other guys, essentially, like, can you either create off the catch and create on second side action consistently, or can you all just hit shots? Chet 2 for 3 from 3. Lu Dort 5 for 8 from 3. J-Dub hit a 3. Casey Wallace hit one off the bench. Aaron Wiggins hit one off the bench. Alex Caruso hit one off the bench. Kenrich Williams hit one off the bench. For the Lakers tonight, LeBron James 28, 7, and 3. He did have 6 turnovers. Lakers, ball handlers really struggled with the turnovers tonight. Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves combined for 13 turnovers tonight. 13 turnovers and 13 assists exactly for the star trio tonight. But obviously the talk of the conversation is going to be the officiating. So let's start things off with Luka Doncic himself. Everybody's saying that Luka was talking to like a fan in the crowd. As a matter of fact, let's go to the Poll Report interview immediately after the game. I actually kind of want to start here because this is where the conversation is. So the question was asked to Tony Brothers. First question: why was Luka assessed his first technical foul by JT, or he directed profanity at a game official? Okay. Why was Luka Doncic assessed his second technical foul? Was it the official's judgment that he was speaking to him or a fan? He looked directly at an official, says Tony Brothers, and used vulgar language. Why was Jared Vanderbilt called for a technical foul? He was also called for a tech in the fourth quarter. He was called for a technical foul for stepping towards and verbally taunting a player while the ball was dead. Okay, I hate taunting calls in all of pro sports, especially when the game is kind of chippy and things of that nature in the first place. Taunting calls are one of the more annoying calls you could possibly make, in my opinion. I cannot stand a taunting call. Especially in a Bando scenario. Like I think it was off of a block. Like who cares? So this is what Luka Doncic had to say on his technical foul call.
Luka, we know that you like to engage in some friendly banter sometimes with fans throughout the game. So was that what's going on in the fourth, and the referee misinterpreted? How did you see that happen?
Yeah, I mean, you can see it that happened. I never got a fan ejected, never. But if he's going to talk, I'm going to talk back like always. So that had nothing to do with the ref. So I didn't really understand.
What's the level of frustration as you're coming back in here? Your team was up 1 after you make the shot, and you see OKC go on the run, and presumably you're watching in the locker room.
I mean, it was tough. I mean, we were right there. I think we fought the whole game. We were down 8 at halftime. We came back in the third quarter. We were fighting that. So it was tough to see that this kind of situation happened, and that's on me too. So I can't let.
All right. Apologies. I did stop it a little bit early. But so yeah, Luka obviously really frustrated. More on Luka Doncic and more so in preparation for tomorrow's game in just a second. This is what LeBron James had to say on just the game getting a little, just a little weird, or as LeBron described it, a little bit more specifically, LeBron said the game got weird as hell. This is what LeBron had to say on the Luka and just the fourth quarter in general.
Gets ejected. What did you see kind of in that interaction, and how did that impact the rest of the game?
Yes. It was a weird couple minutes after that, starting with the ejection. I don't know why the ref was taking it personal. He had already gave Luka one, and Luka knew that. And Luka was going back and forth at that time with the fan who was sitting courtside like Luka does. And the fans get to talk shit, talk out of their mind, whatever the case may be. And Luka was going back and forth, and the ref took it upon himself to think it was, versus him or whatever the case may be. But then another tee on Vando after a block shot. And the game was just weird as hell after that moment.
All right. So LeBron also visibly frustrated. JJ Redick says that the game couldn't end the way basketball fans would have won. And like I said, it was a really, really fun game. And it's unfortunate that is how the game ended. I put a tweet out. I don't know why this is controversial. I think that a Lakers Thunder series is going to be awesome for the league. I think it provides a lot of schematic question marks that need to be answered on both ends of the floor, for both sides, excuse me. And I would personally be excited. I don't know why that should be viewed as like, such a criminal thing to say about two of the best teams, probably the two best teams in the Western Conference. The Lakers, if you look at the standings right now, quick standings check. Lakers are currently sitting still third in the conference. If the playoffs after tonight's matchup with the Thunder, you had some other results tonight, like the Clippers. The Clippers took care of business tonight. The Grizzlies won tonight. The Warriors also won tonight. Basically, everybody else that's beneath the Lakers, unless you're Denver or Minnesota, actually, everybody else won. So Golden State, Memphis, and the Clippers all won. So the Lakers, it's a race to 50. The Lakers hold the tiebreaker over all the teams beneath them. If the Lakers can get to 50 wins, they are going to be locked in as the 3 seed in the Western Conference, and they head into a very emotional game tonight against the Dallas Mavericks that we'll talk about here in just a few seconds, more specifically the Luka Doncic effect. Currently matched up with the Golden State Warriors in the 3-6 matchup. The Clippers, Nuggets, Warriors, Grizzlies all tied for that 4 seed here in potential last spot for home court advantage in the first round. I talked to my buddy Yoban Buha of The Athletic on his channel about our preferred matchups. And if you're a Laker fan, I think you really, really want the Memphis Grizzlies, or in this scenario, like Denver, one of Denver or Memphis to slide or bump up to 6. So before we get out of here, let's really quickly talk about this Mavs game and talk about some of the emotions and things like that. This Luka Doncic talking about his emotions going into tonight's game against the Mavericks. The question was, where are you at emotionally with tomorrow's game? Looking forward to any of it? And Luka says, of course, there's going to be a lot of emotion for me. I don't really know what to expect. I don't know how I'm going to feel, honestly. I'm looking forward to being back in Dallas, obviously, with the fans, seeing my teammates, our ex-teammates. It's going to be very emotional for sure. And then when asked if tonight's game will bring him any closure, will being back in Dallas help with that? And Luka says, yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know about closure. It's obviously a lot, but like I said, man, I'm excited to be back here. I know the fans are going to appreciate me being back here. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel, but I'm just excited to be back. Like I've said already, Luka's the type of guy that I think is just going to rise to the occasion, these big type games. I think the Lakers also going to get Rui back. I think the Lakers want to just wrap up the 3 seed as much as they possibly can. Wrap up the 3 seed, because I think you would rather face Houston in round 2, as crazy as that sounds. I think you would rather face the Houston Rockets in round 2 as opposed to playing the Thunder a little bit earlier than expected. The Mavs are still very much injured, but they are slowly starting to get back healthy. In their last game against the Clippers, they rolled out starting 5. Spencer Dinwiddie, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, PJ Washington, and Derek Lively, and then Najee Marshall, Caleb Lamar, and Max Christie off the bench. Kai Jones played a lot in that game as well. So still a bad team because of all the injuries they've suffered and faced. AD, I think, came back against the Hawks. And in the Hawks game, the starting five was Spencer Dinwiddie, Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, AD, Derek Lively. Gafford came off the bench this game. So we'll see. We'll see what things kind of look like tomorrow night, or tonight rather, against the Dallas Mavericks. It's gonna be a big time game. It's gonna feel like a playoff game again. The Lakers are only gonna get one day off, and then they have the Houston Rockets at home for their season home finale, their home finale in the regular season until the playoffs start. But guys, thank you all so much. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Subscribe here to the channel. Turn on those post notification bells as well. As always, guys, stay safe. Go Lake Show. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.